Hey everybody, and welcome to the WrestleDude YouTube channel. As here today, it is dream match time. It is Roman Reigns versus The Rock here on WWE 2K19 because WWE 2K20 is crap. And here tonight, we are going to see these two face off for the Universal Championship. So before this matchup gets started, make sure to leave a thumbs up on the video and comment down below who you believe would win if this matchup took place in real life, which a lot of people think that it might someday, very, very soon. But here, we're going to take a little sneak peek as to what I believe would happen in a matchup like this. But the question is, who is going to win here tonight in this matchup? Will it be this man, The Rock, the former WWE/WWF champion, former Intercontinental champion, and former tag team champion in WWE? I believe he's a former tag team champion. I apologize if I'm wrong about that. Yeah, he won the tag team titles. He won them with Mick Foley, Rock and Sock Connection, I'm pretty sure. But here tonight, he faces off against Roman Reigns, a man who he has stood by in some of his darkest moments, much like at the Royal Rumble when Roman Reigns won the Royal Rumble in Philadelphia, and infamously the crowd booed him out of the building along with The Rock when The Rock came out to help Roman Reigns fight off Big Show and Kane, and the crowd booed The Rock. That is the first time the People's Champion has ever been booed, and it's because he stood by Roman Reigns. And since then, Roman Reigns has come out, he's had this new demeanor, he's aligned himself with Paul Heyman, he became the Universal Champion, calls himself the head of the table, and now here tonight he looks to cement that by defeating his cousin The Rock here tonight and retaining that championship right there, the Universal Championship. And that's what it's all about. And with Paul Heyman in Roman Reigns' corner, a man that The Rock knows very well, a man that The Rock saw standing in Brock Lesnar's corner when The Rock was defeated by him at SummerSlam in Brock's rookie year. Now here tonight, Roman Reigns, trying to prove he is indeed the head of the table. The Rock countering out, and The Rock very early on trying to people's punches. Roman Reigns very quickly able to counter, sending The Rock off the ropes, trying to lift him up. Roman Reigns not able to. Rock sends him into the corner. Missed with the splash. Roman Reigns very early on in this matchup has got to keep The Rock down. Very vicious clotheslines in the corner by Roman Reigns. And this is the thing about this matchup. The Rock barely ever wrestles anymore. The last matchup that he had was against Eric Rowan at WrestleMania, and it lasted like 8 seconds or something like that. But Roman Reigns, he fights day in and day out in WWE, whether you like him or not. He has a very well-proven track record of having incredible matches, despite whether he wins or loses, although the majority of the time it is a victory for the big dog. Can I call him the big dog anymore, or is he just known as the head of the table, or the tribal chief? Regardless, he is going to try and implement as much punishment onto The Rock as possible here tonight, as he just tried to go for a powerbomb, although The Rock was able to counter out of it. And now The Rock, nice neck breaker. Roman Reigns and The Rock had very similar career paths in their early goings. They were both young, up-and-coming rookies, and very early into their time, they were made into these like baby faces. After Rock coming in as Rocky Maivia, and then Roman Reigns after the split with the Shield, really kept around that Shield moniker. But then the fans hated them so much that they changed their attitudes. They bought into it. And that made them the mega stars that they are today. Oh wow, and The Rock saying, just bring it to Roman Reigns. Paul Heyman on the outside giving the Roman Reigns some encouragement. And Roman Reigns taking it to heart, power slamming The Rock. And target in on the back. He's got to target in on the back and the ribs of The Rock. Soften him up for that spear. Ooh! And just taking The Rock off his feet with a big uppercut. Roman Reigns lifting The Rock off the mat with a massive power bomb. And The Rock grabbing at his back. Look at this, Roman Reigns immediately targeted on the spine with that kneeling camel clutch. But The Rock able to counter out of it with a clothesline attempt. But Roman Reigns counters back. Look at the Samoan drop. And The Rock able to counter out of that Samoan drop attempt. Ooh, nice backbreaker from the Great One. He's faced off against some of the best in the business. And defeated some of the best in the business, as has Roman Reigns. Rock has defeated likes of Stone Cold Steve Austin, John Cena, The Undertaker. Roman Reigns, he's defeated John Cena, The Undertaker, Triple H. Now here tonight, both of these guys facing off against each other here. Oh! And what is to be an insane matchup as Roman Reigns comes off the top rope with a massive elbow drop. Right onto the gut of The Rock. Can he put him away? No, he cannot. The Rock just able to roll that shoulder up. And Roman Reigns poised in the corner. He'll be looking to put away Rock with the spear. Roman Reigns coming in. Rock counters the spear with a tossing overhead belly to belly. Roman Reigns' own momentum used against him by The Rock. Ooh, missed with the splash in the corner again. Roman Reigns off the ropes. Superman punch attempt. Rock counters. Rock again into the corner. Hits him with the clothesline this time. Now very quickly into the cover goes The Rock, staring right under the eyes of Paul Heyman as Roman Reigns kicks out. You know, honestly, if The Rock wins here tonight, one thing I would like to see him do is change the design of the Universal Championship. Not a big fan of the blue belt. I mean, he did it once with the WWE Championship when he won it from CM Punk. Roman Reigns with a nice uppercut there. And The Rock getting driven back into the ropes. Repeated shots to the ribs. And Roman Reigns taking him down to one knee with the shot. And now Reigns clotheslining him over the top rope. Uh-oh. And the Tribal Chief takes flight over the top rope. Taking out The Rock with a massive splash. Look at the impact. These are the lengths. These are the lengths that Roman Reigns is willing to go through to put down his cousin, to prove that he is the Tribal Chief of their family. Ooh. Really targeting him on leg there. Paul Heyman looking on with a smug grin on his face that the Universal Champion is dissecting. Ooh! The Rock right now. The Rock sent right into the barricade. Roman Reigns goes back outside the ring, went into the ring for a moment to break the count, and then spears The Rock through the barricade. Full speed ahead, Paul Heyman once again watching on. With a grin across his face, Roman Reigns broke the count, but he may have just broken the ribs of The Rock with that spear through the barricade. Roman Reigns standing over his fallen cousin. And I believe he's going to try and go for the count-out win. Referee's out of count of 6. Count of 7. Oh, Rock starting to crawl back up to his feet. Roman Reigns waiting inside the ring. And Rock breaks the count. Oh! And immediately, Roman Reigns is back on the attack with the headbutt. Roman Reigns may be looking to end it now. Trying to think of what to do next. Ooh! Big uppercut to The Rock. Rock looks knocked out, looks dazed, confused. Especially after taking that spear through the barricade, I would definitely be dazed and confused. As Roman Reigns powers up for another spear. Oh, and Rock jumping up in the air for a big clothesline, and he has Roman Reigns in position. And you know what it is. It's a dumb move, but it's also the most electrifying move in all of sports entertainment, the People's Elbow. And Paul Heyman distracting the referee as The Rock goes for the pin. You've got to be kidding me. You knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman working together. Uh-oh. Rock bad-mouthing Paul Heyman. There you go, Rock, take him to the SmackDown Hotel. Oh, wait a minute. The Rock spinning back around. Roman Reigns now back on the attack, coming back from that people's elbow. Roman Reigns off the ropes with the jumping clothesline, and Roman Reigns now has the advantage in this match. Reigns could be looking for that Superman punch. The Rock nearly put away Roman Reigns. Oh, with the people's elbow. If it wasn't for Paul Heyman. Rock blocking the Superman punch. Roman Reigns blocking what could have been a spinebuster attempt. Roman Reigns off the ropes. Belly-to-belly toss again from The Rock. The Rock has advantage. Rock going outside the ring. It's staring at Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman hooked for the rock bottom. Paul Heyman eats a rock bottom. Yeah, take that. Stay out of this matchup. Better yet, stay on the floor for the rest of the match. Uh-oh. Roman Reigns with a Superman punch. It may be the end of the matchup. Roman Reigns with a Superman punch. Paul Heyman got taken out with a rock bottom. However, still not enough to put down the Great One, and Rock right back up to his feet. Roman Reigns backed up into the corner, and somehow Paul Heyman is back up to his feet after eating a rock bottom. Well, heck, maybe there's some padding underneath that suit. Ooh. And The Rock ducks a clothesline. Rock with a jumping clothesline of his own. Very similar to how Roman Reigns just did it only a few minutes ago. And now The Rock putting the Tribal Chief down on the one knee. Off the ropes. Rock setting him up for a spine buster off the ropes. Usually this is the setup for the people's elbow. And now once again, Paul Heyman up on the apron, distracting The Rock in this matchup. Roman Reigns getting back to his feet, and Rock distracted. Didn't see Roman Reigns in his peripheral vision. And Roman Reigns just nailed a spear right to the gut, and after taking a spear through the barricade, this may be it. Roman Reigns dragging The Rock back towards the center of the ring. Paul Heyman looking on with a devilish grin. The referee with the count, and a kick out by The Rock. And there you saw the look of shock on the face of Roman Reigns as he looked at Paul Heyman, didn't realize what had just happened. And Roman Reigns poised in the corner for yet another spear. Rock slowly getting to his feet. Uh-oh. Roman Reigns runs in. The Rock catches him. Rock bottom out of nowhere. Roman Reigns ran in for a spear, and Rock caught him with a rock bottom. He put a little extra stank on that one. Here we go into the cover. Paul Heyman looks on as The Rock makes the pinfall, and a kick out by Roman Reigns. That was an insane rock bottom out of nowhere. I thought The Rock was going to suffer another spear. Uh-oh. Rock lining him up again for another rock bottom. Here we go. Rock bottom. Nope. Roman Reigns shot to the gut. Injured ribs after that spear through the barricade and a headbutt. Taking down Rock again. Back and forth these men go. And now Roman Reigns looking for the Razor's Edge into the sit-out powerbomb. High angle pin, and still not enough to put away The Rock. Jeez Louise. I mean, I said it before, The Rock doesn't wrestle a lot. You would think that provides him a lot of time to recuperate from these moves, but after being away from the ring for so long, once you start to feel those bumps and bruises on your body, it hurts a lot more. Roman Reigns tossing Rock from corner to corner into each turnbuckle, and somehow The Rock was still standing until that straight punch to the face by Roman Reigns, and The Rock kips up to his feet. Big back elbow. Rock trying to send shots into Roman Reigns. Here we go. The People's Punch, staggering Reigns up against the ropes. Rock sending him off the ropes. Big jumping clothesline, missed by Rock. And Roman Reigns, Superman punch! And Roman not going for the cover because I think he knows that's not enough to put down The Rock. Roman looking for another Superman punch. Rock, great counter, into the STO. Looked like he was trying to go for a rock bottom, but he couldn't get Roman up. Perhaps the injury is on the ribs. Nope, goes for a spine buster instead. Now Rock One final time, gonna try and go for the rock bottom. Nope, Roman Reigns counters around. Shot to the injured ribs again. Roman Reigns off the ropes. Another spear. Another spear. Immediately into the cover. And Roman Reigns defeats The Rock with one last spear. That was incredible. That was an insane matchup from start to finish. Meeting of generations here between Roman Reigns and The Rock. And here tonight, Roman Reigns proved that he is indeed the head of the table when it's compared Roman Reigns versus The Rock. Roman Reigns wins. And give credit to The Rock. He stayed in there for nearly all of it. It was just that one last spear towards the end. There was a lot of crazy stuff in here. Roman Reigns countered, his spear countered by Rock, hitting the dive over the top rope, and then Roman Reigns hitting this crazy spear through the barricade. And then The Rock came back with some crazy moves of his own, hitting the People's Elbow, and then after that, hitting the rock bottom on Paul Heyman out on the floor, although Paul Heyman came back later on and distracted The Rock, causing him to get speared by Reigns. And then in the end, Roman Reigns tried to go for another spear. Rock countered into a rock bottom, and then to finish it off, Rock tried to go for another rock bottom. Roman Reigns able to counter, shot to the gut, the injured ribs of The Rock, and then puts him away with one last spear to retain the Universal Championship. I mean, I would think that this is probably how it would happen in real life. Roman Reigns retaining the Universal Championship over The Rock. But hey, let me know in the comment section below, what would you guys think would happen in this matchup? Do you think Roman Reigns would win, or do you think The Rock would become Universal Champion? But that was a pretty insane contest, and congratulations to the head of the table, the Universal Champion, Roman Reigns.